1050 Ti. I have not used any other desktop. I have never owned another desktop.
Okay, I gotcha. Okay.
I told you this. I told him this.
Well, are you hungry?
Yeah, I'm hungry.
How about this? How about we go get some lunch and plan it out?
All right, man.
Yeah?
We go plan it out. So at this point, we're in the car, planning it out. We call up Jose, who's upset that we're at Micro Center without him. And we're pretty much guessing at what parts I should upgrade and get with the specs that I've taken a picture with on my phone. So, yeah. That's not an Ultra though. That's a. Oh, that is an Ultra. I see. This is an Ultra. It's Pro. It's a Master. I see. I see. Why is the Elite the cheapest though? I feel like their order of things is kind of off.
The Elite should be
like at the top. Pro. It should be after Master, right? No, you're right. Because if you're a Master, you can get better than a Master.
Yeah.
You're right.
Elite just means you're pretty good at it.
You're right. You're right. You know, Kakashi's not Hokage. You know what I mean? I get it. He's elite. Well, I'm saying he's elite, but he's not Master. You know what I mean? There's a difference. Sorry, no.
It was cool at the time.
I don't love Naruto. I'm so sorry. I
used to wear a headband.
I used to. Before everyone else started wearing a headband. Anime hipster.
Yeah, sure.
Anime hipster for life.
Okay.
Okay.
Could do that.
You got that one?
I think. Yeah.
And which one's better than yours?
169.
Which one's better than yours?
Okay,
I want the one better than yours.
No, that's the best one.
That's the best one. Okay, so is that really the best one?
Yeah, I would say so. I like Samsung's. i7 11th gen. So there's those. This i9.
Okay, not necessary.
Yeah.
So then, yeah, let's just do that.
Oh, this one?
Yeah. Let's do that. Okay.
Just have to ask me. 3080 Ti. The Asus.
39.
Don't do it.
Don't do it. It's not worth it. Okay, I got you. Okay, this one.
3080's fine.
I got you. So we ended up checking out and bringing the haul home and preparing for a time where we can all come together and put this together. How are we doing this? Let's unplug this stuff.
What's that dude from Silence of the Lambs?
Buffalo Bill? We're not doing this anymore.
Name it off. Like,
yeah. Z690 plus Wi-Fi. You want to I'm giving you the overlay. I'm being like Price is Right. I'm just the voice saying what's on stage.
We need a new AIO in case.
Okay. And they probably came out.
Okay.
Markise, you have these smaller.
I would suggest a new case, and I don't think...
Or cooler.
Yeah, because that's a big cooler.
Where did this shut?
650 watt. Yeah, you're going to need a bigger...
You're right.
750 watts is the at least.
Also power supply, AIO, and case.
Okay.
Yeah. Of course.
It's fucking Space Odyssey, bro.
They go out to like to this like cave. Like,
you gotta make it. So last time I showed you guys a mountain road, that wasn't all that great. It was actually pretty bad. So I began to make a new one. And if you haven't noticed the flat terrain footage, it was because it was hard to know how much the track should bend and in effect how fast we wanted the car to turn. We found some pre-made tracks to test and tune for consistent turn amount and drift. After we got a feel for what we were looking for, I started on the new mountain road. So at first, I tried wrapping the road around the mountain, but the more I tested out, the more it made less sense. It became increasingly hard to make many turning variations without it feeling overly windy or wonky. I ended up looking at other mountain roads for like inspiration just to see this reference, especially a local favorite, Glendora Mountain Road. If you know, you know. But what I quickly noticed was that roads never went all the way around the mountain. And the more I thought about the logistics, the more going around the mountain made even less sense. That would be a really long extended travel time to literally drive around an entire mountain. So most mountain roads actually run at a zigzag pattern, which is why you get winding hairpins, just to make the descent of the mountain's incline more manageable. So I started working on that idea and I started snaking the road down the mountain towards the city. One issue I ran into was that the road was too big for the terrain and I needed to resize it. But in doing so, threw off the settings for the automatic terrain mapping inside the road architecture program. And so it became really annoying trying to figure out, like, I tried deleting the terrain, making a new terrain, and that didn't work. I tried resetting the road spline settings. I deleted the road spline, made a new road spline. That didn't work.
Ended up getting the NZXT H510 Elite Premium Compact Mid-Tower ATX case.
Alright, so if I like flip this around with my foot here, you can kind of see a bit of the case right there.
On the side that not the motherboard is going on.
Do you want to get the other side, I guess?
The other side.
Oh, there is no other side. So it just pops off? This glass is held on by one screw?
Is it not?
I don't see one. Well, wait. This screw is for this. Oh, weird. Pull this way. Oh.
No, it's fine.
No.
It's a little sketch.
This sketch.
I almost broke that.
Yeah, tempered glass. Okay, is this going under here? In this like shaft hole?
So,
Okay. Tough Z690 Plus Wi-Fi D4 motherboard. Tough gaming. I hate that. We had to get the tough Asus board because I want a tough computer and to be able to take what I throw at it. So tough. Asus tough.
yeah.
One issue I ran into was that the road was too big for the terrain and I needed to resize it. But in doing so, threw off the settings for the automatic terrain mapping inside the road architecture program. That didn't work. So it turns out the fix for this was actually just copying all the splines and deleting the old ones and pasting the new ones over the terrain under the existing road system. This still gave me a smaller than I wanted mountain road space, but it allowed me to get the car on the road and get some tests going to see how we like the feel and tuning. At this point, we had the car tuned enough that we started working on refactoring the code base, which will break down in a different video, but pretty much what a refactor is redoing an entire structure of code. You needed to do the exact same things, but usually you'll refactor for better organization or better code reusage. Pretty much, I made this with nasty spaghetti code. If you don't know what this means, I just worked as quick and dirty as possible to get this up and running and to get it feel good. I mean, like, work went into it and I made it as manageable as I could for myself. But, you know, especially with me, I mean, I came back to it over the years, set it down, you know what I mean? You come back, look at your code, it's like, what was I even doing there? You know what I mean? Just stuff like that overall. But luckily we have Captain Programming Engineer Burnley on the job. And yeah, another video go into more in depth, I guess, under our hood. I hate that. I'm so sorry. I hate that. But yeah, we'll go under the hood and show you guys around there and how that looks. For that, we'll be showing you guys pretty much how we'll break down car systems and how we abstract them in our game. That'll be coming in the next video or the video after that. Probably the next one, but we'll see. So far, the road looked great. There were some rough logistics with where it ended and how it ended. Going right into the city, and no modern city is sitting directly next to a mountain road like this. So it bothered me because it seemed that the road architecture worked weird whenever I threw the ratio of the terrain off from 1:1. So if I made one side slightly bigger than the other sections of the terrain, then it would throw it off. If it's not a square, it's not happy. So I added 2 terrains and it allowed me to elongate the straights a lot more to give us a lot more of the wind, and I elongated the rest of the road down the hill. So I also added a bit more to the mountain road in an area that you aren't supposed to be able to drive just for immersion's sake, and cleaned up a lot of the unevenness and worked on beautifying the area. And yeah, I added water because you need it. After doing some quality of life improvements to the trees, fixing the railings, I adjusted the city a bit and added some lights for effect. Pretty much you had to get that night time of day feel. And so this is our current mountain road. We'll be making a lot of changes, and already kind of started, but we'll be making a lot of changes in the near future. Wait till you see that one. So definitely like and subscribe. But for now, we felt this was good enough proof of concept to stop here and start testing on. Overall, I'm actually pretty hyped for how it's coming together. And so far, we haven't used any custom art, and that's going to change in the future. So we appreciate the support. We appreciate the views. 67 subscribers. It's pretty awesome. I thank you guys for the support. For each and every view we get, you know, like and subscribe to help out the YouTube algorithm so we can keep this going. It's been a grind. We're going to keep busting this out. And we thank you. Much love. Just kidding.
I'm choosing to go right now. Putting the RAM.
The RAM is open. Former. Yes. Right now, we're gonna be putting in the cooler. And the cooler I got was the ROG Strix LC2 240 ARGB liquid cooler. And so right now, Burnley is mounting the bracket over the Intel. Yeah, that's opposite. That's opposite. They need to be flipped the other way.
You sure?
Right.
Because right there, you see that?
You're right.
So then it attaches both the bracket and the ring beam. If you were to attach the other
Like, look at
fans,
the
make
orientation
sure
of
you
this,
place it
right?
as exhaust.
Those fans, you're right. Those fans need to be switched. These fans need to be the other way.
Oh, okay.
Gotcha. Gotcha. It's time.
Well, I'm gonna just plug it in here and we're gonna see if it like turns on.
Sounds good. All right, moment of truth. Okay. It's just a new fan.
Probably a cable on. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Cool.
Easy.
Sorry, it's a lot quieter. Taking it up to 2. It's nice. The office space.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, it's real comfy in here. I like it a lot. Troll under the desk. You have to feed him computer parts so he lets you pass. Oh, okay. It's happening. GoPro dead. Huh?
We can either, or if you want to take it home to do it. This is probably gonna take a while.
Okay, I'll probably just take it home and do it. Okay, so finally able to run Unity.
See ya, daddy.